What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Campbell. I'm here back with another video. Now, first and foremost, if this is your first time on my channel, actually do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button as well as turn on that notification bell where you're notified anytime that I drop some content. And while you're at it, please leave a like down below. As the algorithm helps my channel continue to grow and it pushes my content out in front of more and more people. You wanted me to keep talking? Bro, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and like the video while I'm not talking. We can do this all day, bro. I'm telling you, I can do this all day. Hit the subscribe button. Put a lot of work into this content, bro. Hit the subscribe button. Look how big my fist is, bro. I swear you don't want this, bro. Now, this video is for all of my aspiring YouTubers out there. If you have a dream of one day getting a plaque of 100K mil, or just being able to have a platform where you can share your ideas, your creative art, share your passions with the world, then you're in the right place. One thing about YouTube is a process, and I think all aspiring YouTubers go through the same thing. I'm gonna remind y'all, I'm a small YouTuber myself. Being that I've been on this journey now for almost a year, I feel like I'm poised enough to be able to give you some feedback, some tips and advice about my journey, as well as maybe helping some of you out with your journey for those of you who have already gotten started, or those of you who haven't gotten started but you're kind of thinking about it. First piece of advice to anyone would be, just get started. Don't think about what you do or you don't have. You don't need a fancy camera. You don't need a fancy microphone or a crazy setup or a system at all. The hardest step to doing YouTube or just anything in life in general is just taking that first step. And for a lot of people, you keep telling yourself, hey, I'm gonna get started on YouTube when I get a camera, or when I get a new computer, or when I get a microphone, and you don't need any of that. Just take a look back on my channel. I was recording a lot of my videos in a hot room, sweating, sitting on a stool, recording off one of my cell phones, using my other phone to take notes off of. I also edited my first few videos off my cell phone as well. Stop putting off tomorrow what you can do today. Stop telling yourself, hey, I'm gonna start tomorrow. Because if you're creative or you've got a great idea or you're passionate about it, just get started. Stop telling yourself or psyching yourself out of it and telling yourself, hey, I gotta wait till I get X, Y, and Z before I get started. No, just get started. Trust the process no matter what. If people are gonna rock with you, they're gonna rock with you for you. They don't care if you got the fanciest equipment or the best looking quality, the nicest computer. None of that stuff is necessary. The only thing that's necessary to actually start YouTube is just yourself, your creative ideas, your personality, and your work ethic. Second point ties directly into that, which is don't worry about what other people have to say. YouTube is challenging because it's so hard to get started, especially when you're like so worried about people who know you in the real world and what they may think of you. And even not just people who know you in the real world, but even maybe people on the internet judging you or casting off assumptions or opinions about you when they don't really know the real you. Y'all know I got most of my degrees in psychology, and in psychology there's this thing called the spotlight effect. Simplify it, it's pretty much like we're walking through life and we just believe that everyone's looking at us, talking about us, thinking about us, or judging us. Think they notice everything about us. Let me give you a quick example. Let's say you got a hole in your shirt and you notice you got this hole, and you're walking around, maybe you're in school, you're in the gym, you're at work, wherever, and you think just everybody's staring at this one hole you got in your shirt that everyone notices. And that's pretty much what the spotlight effect is. 9 times out of 10, nobody notices, nor do they care about the hole in your shirt, but it's all in your head. When YouTube, it's the same thing. Don't worry so much about other people gonna think about you. You gotta remember, the world we live in, people either gonna love you or they gonna hate you. There's nothing you can do to deter that or alter that. People who wanna love you are gonna make sure they do everything in their power to see the good in you, to appreciate you, to value you, and they're gonna lift you up. And those who just are hell-bent on hating on you, and nothing you do will ever be able to please them, make them happy, or make them acknowledge you or give you your credit. So don't worry what other people think, just get started. Third point would be, do not focus on the numbers. Don't worry about the numbers whatsoever. And this is huge. And I think anybody who's done YouTube, whether they be big, small, or in between, I think we all go through this. I still go through this at times, and it took me a while to really stop focusing or caring so much about the numbers. You get so caught up in wanting your content to do well and wanting your content to be pushed out in front of more and more people, and you want the views, not necessarily because you want to be famous, but because you put so much work into it. You just want people to be able to see your work and appreciate it, and that has you focus solely too much on the numbers and not too much on the art itself. The best way I can explain it, if you're making videos, make the videos that you care to make. Don't make videos that you think are gonna go viral, or that you're gonna get the most views on, or that people just want to see. You have to build a community some way or another. And no matter what, I don't care who you are, Everybody on YouTube has started off with 0 subscribers. I don't care who you are. Now granted, some people have gone from 0 to thousands of subscribers in a very short amount of time, and some people's journey is a lot easier than others, but it doesn't change the fact that we all started the same way. Don't focus on the numbers, don't focus on the views, don't focus on who's subscribing to you, don't focus on the people who aren't watching your videos. Focus more so on those who want your videos, who enjoy your content, and focus on just trying to give them what they want and they need and building your community from there. Everybody had to start from somewhere, and your numbers will eventually pick up. It sounds so cliche to say, especially coming from me. Like I said, I only got like 1,200 subscribers, but I'm telling y'all, I've even seen my channel grow. Haven't yet had a video hit the algorithm or go viral. I've still seen my videos and my numbers slowly but surely pick up. Slowly but surely starting to see new faces in the comment section. If you look at the comment section of my first few videos and you look at the comment section now, you'll see new faces and new people. People are eventually gonna find out who you are, and they're eventually gonna start tuning in and tapping in, and the numbers will pick up. But don't focus on that from the start. Just get started. Anything worth doing in life will not be easy, and anything that's like valuable in life is gonna take time. So understand that YouTube takes time and it's a process. And if the numbers pick up and they shoot through the sky right away, then great. You know, kudos to you. Keep grinding. But if they don't and they're picking up slowly and you're getting slow traction, keep grinding as well. Keep your head up. Everybody gets their moment. Just be prepared that once you finally do get your moment, know what to do with it and grasp the opportunity by the horns. Fourth thing on my list will be you have to learn how to stack the deck in your favor. Now what that means is, first you have to identify what you're doing YouTube for. Some people do YouTube solely just for a hobby, could care less about money, income, reach, or whatever. They're simply just having fun with it. And others do YouTube in hopes of becoming a full-time YouTuber. Now in order to stack the deck in your favor in the terms of which I'm speaking of, it falls down into 2 simple categories. Understanding that you have to invest time into your channel and into your content in order for it to reach the success that you're hoping for. There are some people who we see them jump from like 0 subscribers to like 500,000 subscribers in a short amount of time, and we think, dang, you know, they just got really lucky. No, not understanding that some of these people are putting hundreds if not thousands of hours into the content, and that's why they're seeing such exponential growth. You gotta understand that the more time you put into your content, rather than be through your editing, through your research, through your shooting, your filming, putting everything together, your audience is going to be able to see that. The more time that you continue to invest in your content and into your work, the more it's going to show and the more you'll be rewarded for it. Trust me, you have to learn how to invest your time in it, and that's going to help stack the deck in your favor. It's not going to necessarily guarantee the type of growth that maybe you feel like you deserve, but it will guarantee you some traction, some growth, and it's going to help you understand what's required to be successful on this platform. The second concept will be money. Understanding that maybe you're gonna have to hire people to either edit your video, to help you put out more content, help you film, to help you shoot, to help you collaborate, whatever it takes. That's also gonna help stack the deck in your favor also. The more time or the more money that you allocate to your content, like investing in yourself. The more you continue to invest in yourself through your time and through your finances, the more you're gonna get out of it in return. Fifth thing on this list will be using your unfair advantage. Simple formula. The first part of the formula is work, and it's as simple as it sounds. The more work you put in, the more you're gonna get out. It's like that with anything in life. The more you put in, 9 times out of 10, the more you're gonna put out. You can't watch me bench pressing or squatting or working out across the room and think that, hey, I see this guy working out, I'm about to put on just as much muscle just by watching him. No, you actually gotta get under that bench, get under that squat rack, and you gotta be able to lift that weight if you wanna see the growth and the strength and the muscle. Same thing applies to YouTube. You can't just watch other people's videos or content and think that it's just gonna come to you. You gotta put in the work. The second part of the equation is luck. You have to be extremely lucky to blow up on this platform. Doesn't mean you're not skilled or you're talented. No, those who blow up are extremely skilled, extremely talented. But let's be real, they're very lucky as well. In order for your video to go viral, it has to be picked up by the algorithm. There's not one person on this platform who actually understands the algorithm and how it works. There are people who might have an idea of the algorithm and how to kind of push their content out more and more, but nobody actually understands the concept and what it takes for a video to go viral. If that was the case, there'd be people who'd be going viral with every single video they put out. There's not one person on this platform who's been able to accomplish that yet in YouTube's 16, 17 year history. It's not possible. You have to get lucky. So that means you have to keep working your butt off, like I said in the first part of the equation. But then the second part is you're gonna have to get lucky. That's what a lot of success is, when hard work meets opportunity. You gotta keep working your butt off, keep working your butt off, keep uploading videos, keep doing the same thing, seeing little to no results, seeing low numbers, doing it for free over and over again before you finally get that lucky break. And the third part of the equation is unfair advantage. So let's say I have a fitness channel and I'm an IFBB pro bodybuilder and I've won the Mr. Olympia a couple of times. that is an unfair advantage, but you have to learn how to use it. With you being a 2-time Miss Olympia winner and an IFBB pro, just creating a fitness channel, is that just gonna guarantee you success on this platform? No. But what it will do is it will set you up, if you know how to use those resources, use the knowledge you've gained in your ventures in life and using your experience. If you know how to use those things to your advantage and use those things to captivate and cultivate a community and bring people in, you're gonna grow. Use your unfair advantage. We all have them. You just have to understand what your unfair advantage is and understand how to use it to help you set you apart on YouTube and make you different. One thing about YouTube is you either have to be the first to do something, you have to be the best to do something, or you have to be different in order to grow. Chances are in 2021, 2022, it is kind of hard to be the very first to do something because a lot of ideas and videos and just things of that nature have been played out. To be the best at something, it is very possible, but like I said, those come a dime a dozen. For the fair majority of YouTubers, myself included, you have to figure out what makes you different and how you can use that to your ability. For example, myself, I understand that my background makes me different. I'm trying to step into a community where you just don't see many people who look like me. And I understand that, but I'm going to use that to my advantage. Instead of saying that, oh freak, I don't look like these other people, so maybe I'm not gonna grow to the extent they're gonna grow. No, I'm gonna grow. I just have to learn how to use my unfair advantage and learn how to convey that message in order to bring the audience and the people that I'm trying to pull in and get them to watch my content and understand where I'm coming from and how I can benefit them. The sixth thing is understanding the direction you want your channel to go in. Some people prefer quantity over quality. Some people prefer quality over quantity. Me, myself, I'm a person who kind of prefers quality over quantity. Granted, I do upload 3 videos a week now, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, and 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, just in case you didn't know that. I started off making videos like once a week, 2 to 3 videos a month. Like I started off very slow because I was focused so much on the quality. And for some people, they believe just putting out as much content as possible, regardless if it's good or not. Just keep pumping out as much content. Continue to keep putting yourself in a position to be seen more and more and more. I can't tell you which way to go because one way might be better than the other for you and it might be the complete opposite for somebody else. What I can say is figure out what works best for you and understand which lane you want to roll in, whether it be the quality lane or the quantity lane. Seventh would be, don't really worry too much about your niche. Now granted, your niche is extremely important. YouTube, the algorithm has to know how to classify and how to put your videos in a quote unquote box. People are gonna watch you for you. So even me, for example, like I still consider myself like a financial based channel, but I'm still a channel of the people in general. It's not just simply finance on this channel. I'm a channel for the people. I'm a channel for people who've been doubted, who've been counted out, who've been told they can't do something, who want to achieve something, as well as I'm a channel for people trying to educate them and give them some financial literacy and people in the trenches as well. Don't focus on just boxing yourself into a niche. Now granted, if you have a video game channel, you can't be dropping like video gaming content, then go be vlogging yourself riding on a motorcycle through Rodeo Drive the next day. That's probably not going to be the best thing for your growth. People are going to be like, this guy's channel's all over the place. But also understand that a niche is just how they label you. You don't have to stay strictly within that niche every single video. It's YouTube, have fun. Even if you're focused on the money, have fun. My 8th tip would be patient and be consistent. This is huge, and this is something that I wasn't even when I first started. Like I came out the gate swinging, like I was like, man, I want this so bad. And I was like, I was going crazy. But I also wasn't consistent. Like I drop a random video like on a Sunday, the next thing you know I'm dropping a video like on a Thursday. People say, man, what the hell? They didn't know when to expect videos from me. And it's hard to grow that way too. My audience now knows y'all can expect a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, and 3 p.m. Pacific time. Be consistent with their schedule. Be consistent with the amount of viewers, the videos you want to put out, and be patient. That's the biggest thing, is being patient, man. Everybody grows at a different pace. Granted, I got monetized within like 2 to 3 months, but man, it's still, YouTube is a grind, bro. This shit is hard. Like, I'm not gonna cap with you. This shit is hard. Like, so you have to be patient. Like, somebody who's played professional football and played at the highest level, you gotta understand, man, it's hard, bro. I'm telling you, like, I've done a lot of hard things in my life. This is one of the hardest journeys because it's not like football. I had a team of people around me and you had people pushing you, and everybody has to do their job in order for me to do my job at the highest level. But everybody around me is doing their job, so it made my job easier. YouTube, you gotta do all the work yourself. And that's what makes it extremely hard, but it makes it worth it and rewarding in the end. My 9th tip would be, you have to think about it from the perspective of a viewer sometimes. When you're doing YouTube, I think as a creator, you like to think about what you want to do. But also think about, as a viewer, what do you like to see? What type of people do you like to watch? Who are your favorite YouTubers? And what can you implement from them to apply it to yourself? So you have to think about it like this. Why is Campbell my favorite YouTuber? What makes him my favorite YouTuber? And what can I learn from him so that I can be somebody's favorite YouTuber? So if you knew that somebody's personality or the way that they spoke to people, whatever they did that was special that drew you in, maybe I possess some of these qualities and I can draw people in using the same methods as well. If there's a certain type of videos that you don't like to watch, that you think are just trash and like I don't care for this type of content, then maybe you shouldn't create that type of content, because you gotta think about it from a viewer. If you don't like it, there are probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people who feel the same way you feel, so maybe you shouldn't make that content. The 10th point would be just do it. It goes back to the first point. It's you can't be successful at anything you don't start at. And like I said, the hardest step is that first step. Once you start taking a step after step after step after step, you start building some momentum. You start getting good at it. The more you do something, the better you're gonna get at it. You can't become a great weightlifter, a great athlete, a great student, a great teacher, whatever. You can't be great at anything by doing it just once or twice. You have to keep doing it over and over and over again until you can master it. Same thing with YouTube. How do you get better at editing videos? Watching YouTube? I mean, you can learn little tips and tricks, but the only way to actually get out there is getting in the field and doing it. How to become better at sitting in front of a camera? By doing it. But I'm telling y'all, I promise, man, like when I first did my first video, I was like looking all over the place. I'm looking down, I'm like nervous, and now I'm comfortable. I'm confident when I'm making videos because I understand y'all love me, man. Y'all love this. Look at this face, y'all love me. And I love y'all too, man. And you never know how many people you can reach, how many different people you can impact, and how many lives you can change. So that pretty much wraps up today's video. I hope it gave y'all some insight on YouTube. I didn't give y'all any groundbreaking information. As I tell y'all in most of my videos, like nothing I say will ever be just so different and just like out of this world that you've never heard it before. But I'm trying to convey it in a way that maybe you haven't heard it, or just give it to you in a way that maybe it helps you understand it a little bit better. If you found this video entertaining, informative, educational, or just useful in any way, shape, or form, do me a quick favor. Please hit that subscribe button, as well as turn on that notification bell, where you're notified anytime that I drop some content. And while you're at it, please leave a like down below. It helps the algorithm, helps my channel continue to grow, and it pushes my content out in front of more and more people. Man, with that being said, man, I love y'all, I thank y'all, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all back in the next video.